Consider a fallen cylinder. Show the radius base is 5. The radius of the cylinder base is 5 units. So that's 5. And the height of the cylinder is 8. Find the volume. Okay, volume of cylinders pi r squared times h. So you're multiplying 3.14 times radius, which is squared, times 8. So this is 25, and if you do volume equals 3.14 times 25 times 8, you will get the volume is 628 unit cubed. Okay, calculate the volume of a singular disk. That's 2a. Suppose each singular disk has a height of 1 inches. So this is 1 inches. 1 unit at the bottom of the cylinder. Calculate the volume of the cylinder disk. So we need to find the volume of that. So that is 5, and that is 1, because it says 1 units here. So we do find the volume of that disk. Volume is pi r squared times height, 3.14 times radius, which is 5 squared, times height. Height is the unknown that we need to find. So we get volume equals to 3.14 times 25 times the height. So 3.14 times, the height is 8. Sorry, no, the height. Times 8. We multiply all of them together. You get in this case the height is 1. The height of it's 1. When you multiply it together, you get 78.5 units cubed. Number 3, you do the volume of the rectangular prism first. Let's do the rectangle. Length times width times height. Volume is length. Let's establish length. Let me do another color. This is the width. So 16 is the width, and 15 is the height, because that is laying down that way. So that's the height. So you got 36 times the width, which is 16, times the height, which is 15. Multiply them all together, you get 8,640. Okay. And there's 2 circles, 2 cylinders, 1, 2. And on your paper, I forgot to draw in this line the radius. So volume is pi r squared times height. Volume is 3.14 times radius, which is 16, times height, which is 15. Remember, there's 2 of them. How did I get 16? It's because the radius right here is 4 squared. 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, use your calculator. You would get volume for the cylinder 753.6. Okay, now because there's 2 cylinder 1, 2, you need to multiply this times 2. So you get volume equals, for the 2 of them, is 1507.2. You would subtract these 2 from each other, because these are holes. White spots mean they're a hole. 8,640 minus 1,507.2. We get 7040 minus 1507.2. Okay. So your total volume, I should have given myself more room. Total volume, I'm going to write the answer here, is 7,132.8. Okay, you have to subtract this with that. Okay, number 4, a volume of a cylinder is this. So volume of cylinder is pi times radius squared times height. Volume, that's V. The height is 40, that's H. What is the diameter? Whatever radius is multiplied by 2. So we put this one here under the 3,000 times the radius, we don't know, times the height, and we don't know what the radius is, right? Oh no, 3,000 is on the other side. The height is, okay, let me put this in order. There's no radius. The height is 40. So, there's 2 ways we can do this. Let's multiply these two ahead of time. 3.14 times 40. We get 125.6. Divide radius squared, prepared to take the square root. So 3,000 divided by 125.6. We get radius squared is 23.88535. Take the square root. Okay, 23.8538. The square root in R is 4.887. Okay. And then if the length of the radius of a cylinder triples, so the length of the radius triple means 3 times as big, so, and the height remains the same, so the height is the same. That's the volume of the height. If the height of the radius of a cylinder triple and the height remains the same, does the volume of the cylinder triple? If it does, if not, how does the volume change? Explain your reasoning. Show the math work. Okay, so we want to know if it's triple. So let's say 2 tripling it would be 8. This stays the same. Let's make it 4. So this is pi r squared times height, 3.14, times 2 squared times 4. So the volume for this one is 3.14 times 2 squared, which is 4, times 4. You get volume is 50.24 centimeters cubed. Okay, and the volume for this one is pi r squared times h. So pi 3.14 times radius, we triple it, it's 6. Triple is 6. Times the height, which is 4, stays the same, right? Okay, so this is 36 right here. So I put 3.14 times 36. Shoot, my calculator isn't, nope. Times 4. You get the volume of a bigger one is 452.16. Divide this by this, so you do 2.16 divided by 50.24. 2.16 divided by 50.24. You get 9. Okay. How does the volume change? The volume grew 9 times. This is 9. The volume became an increase by the volume increased 9 times. I'm tired. The volume increased 9 times. Okay, now graph this. This is very important. Okay, this is easy. So do your X and Y like this. I purposely didn't give myself a graph. So Y is -4. Here's your Y. Here's 0. -1, -2, -3, -4. So this is Y -4. And a line is a horizontal line like that. Okay? That's Y4, -4. The other one, the y-intercept is at +4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, +4. And to go up 2 over 1. Up 2, 1, 2 over 1. 1, 2 over 1. And continue in that direction. And go the other way, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, and down 2 over 1. So, as you can see, here is the solution. Solution, it's where the two lines meet at This is 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4, negative 4. I need to see you guys graph this. Yeah, not do anything on number 6. I'm looking for them. Okay, we can make the y equal to 0 by multiplying this one by a negative 2, so to get negative 14 to make 0. So multiply this by negative 2. Let's leave the 9x negative plus 14y equals to negative 23 alone, and multiply all of these by negative 2. So you got positive 10x minus 14y equals to a positive 24. Gets you 0, 1x equals to 1, so x is equal to 1. So you got 1 and where they meet at. So let's use negative 9x plus 14y equals to negative 23. If I did it wrong, it's because I'm tired. Falling asleep. 1 negative 9 plus 14y equals to negative 14. Add 9, add 9. It gets you 14y equals to negative 4. Let me check and see. That doesn't seem right. Okay, that's 0. That's 10. It's 1. That's 1. So x is 1. Yeah, x is 1. 5. Add. X is 1. And that's negative 5. Yeah, it's the same. Divide by 14. Divide by 14. Y is, reduce that, negative 2 over 7. So the two